Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela, and we are doing the card of the month of May, since it is now May 31st of 2023. It is 9:10 at night. It's pretty safe to say the month is over. So every month, if you're just tuning in, I do a year head spread at the beginning of the year. And then every month I go over whatever card I pulled for that month in the deck I pulled it in. So when I went to go pull, I found it hard this year to decide which deck I wanted to use. I usually tend to use a deck that has, that I haven't really used before, and usually one that's a little bit different than your traditional RWS. Just so I can get a feel for it and kind of bond with it. And as I was contemplating which deck to use, the Stolen Child Tarot started literally screaming at me, saying, pick me, pick me, pick me. So that's the deck I chose for my year head spread. It is by Monica L. Knight, and this is an indie deck. And this is the card I pulled in my year head spread at the beginning of the year for the month of May. Now, I will tell you, the last couple months has been kind of off because normally it resonates deeply. And it has always shocked me because I've been doing these card of the month now for 3 years now. Maybe 4. 3 years. And it never ceases to amaze me how well the card fit into the month that I already had after I go back and look at the card. Which is what I'm doing now. And it just shocks me how well it goes. Well, the last couple of months, hasn't felt, there's been a disconnect there. It hasn't felt like the card really spoke to me, or I even had anything to do with the card for the month. But we're back on track with May's, because this is one of the cards in tarot that I resonate with completely. And it just felt even more so in the month of May. I've been trying to find different ways of doing this, and I'm actually quite enjoying the way I've been doing it this year, where I look at the card, and then whatever deck kind of speaks to me, tarot deck speaks to me from that image of that card, I will pull another card on the video from that deck. And I've hemmed and hawed over what, last week or so, what I couldn't figure out what deck I want to use with this card. And I've even posted the image on a couple sites, and I had quite a few people going, oh, this deck, this deck, this deck. And then it hit me yesterday what deck needs to be with this card. And I'm like, okay. So without further ado, without further rambling, my card of the month for the month of May was the Queen of Zephyrs, or the Queen of Swords. This is one of the most beautiful Queen of Swords I've ever seen. It's very based in nature, and it almost feels like there's this disconnect because, people tend to think the Queen of Swords is this heartless lady. She kind of rules with an iron fist kind of deal. And I see this as almost a disconnect, that she's more in tune with the wildlife and nature than she is with the humankind, which I think is pretty cool. And I did not pull the book for this. Hold on a second. Okay. So, oh, man. And I just printed off the PDF of this book, and I didn't do it in a very good way because it's huge. But, oh, maybe it is. Not all of it. Oh, that's some other stuff. That's your Keeper of the Sacred Bee. I'm still looking here. Hold on a second. Okay, it took me a minute to find her, but a little bit of information down here on the Queen of Zephyrs. And it says, with the woodpecker who crowned the Tower card, and a blood-red cardinal flanking her, clear golden light falls on the Queen's brow. Her branching crown brings her knowledge and ideas from many sources and in many forms. But she weighs and draws her crown her own conclusions. Her companion card in the major arcana is Justice. Oh, that's so fitting. Independent thinker speaking truth to power. Unbiased opinions or critique versus assumptions, suppositions, pushing an agenda, reactionary attitude. And then natural features or artist notes: pleated woodpecker, cardinal, chickadee, barn swallow, bearded sparrow, red sumac, nundia berries. So it gives you all the information about the tree and the tree and the birds in there, which I love this little blurbs on here. But it kind of speaks to what I was saying about the she's more in touch with nature than she is with humankind, right? And so I just thought that was quite beautiful, because we typically see the Queen of Swords as this cold-hearted, kind of rules with an iron fist lady that just, she's got a bad rep for being cold-hearted. And I'm kind of the same way, in that it's not that I'm cold-hearted, it's that I've been burned so many times, I keep my heart closed until you are worthy of me opening it to you, if that makes any sense. And that, to me, is what the Queen of Swords is. She doesn't let her emotions override her decisions. Which I kind of like, because you don't get hurt, but at the same time, there's also missed opportunities there. You could speak to that as being a negative. There's missed opportunities because your heart's closed off. And that's probably why, since I've started reading tarot, my guides, God, angels, whoever you want to call it, are adamant that I continuously get the message to balance head and heart. Because I am the Queen of Swords, I still need to learn to balance the two. Because once head and heart are aligned and open, anything is possible. So I love that. On the other hand, on speaking to what I went through in the month of May. So in the month of May, I had to be very calculated with some things. I had to kind of lay down the law a couple of times with my kids. I had to do some very motherly, but at the same time, distance myself emotionally from the situation. So sometimes the Queen of Swords can help you. I mean, my kids are the one thing in this world that I would just, I would die for. I would die for my kids. And so you can get overly emotional when it comes to your kids. And sometimes being the Queen of Swords is helpful in that instance where you need to punish them, or you need to lay down the law, so to speak. You have to distance yourself, take that emotional sense out of it. And in that aspect, I think channeling the Queen of Swords in that respect is quite helpful. And I had to do that quite a bit in the month of May, which shocked me once I remembered, oh yeah, the Queen of Swords is my card of the month. I'm like, of course it is, because it's literally reflecting what I went through in the month of May. I also had to lay down the law with my doctors. I had to become calculated and callous with some of my doctors. And lo and behold, once I did that, things started happening. So, I'm not saying be cold and calculated, but sometimes you need to channel that Queen of Swords energy for the cold and calculated. And I love it. So, that is the Queen of Swords. My month of May it's very fitting for the month of May. Let's just say that. And the deck that I chose last minute and realized this is the deck I should have went with this all along is my Native American Tarot. Because there's so many cards in here that are wintry, like this one kind of is. Which typically the Queen of Swords is in like a winter scene. Cold, calculated, painful even. And then I was looking through, I actually had my eye on a couple different decks to use for this. And then once I went through this, I'm like, oh, it's got to be this one. So we're going to pull a card here and see. And this is a Low Scare Barrel Tarot deck. If you want to see the origins of how I acquired this deck, then you can go on to my playlist of card walkthroughs, deck walkthroughs. And it gives you a unique origin of how I acquired this deck. But I love it, and it is a good deck I use for ancestor work. And I think the Queen of Swords is, not only is my, like, significator card in the tarot, but it's also a card I look to for, like, ancestor stuff coming through, too. So let's pull a card here from the Native American Tarot and see. Wow. That was like 4 cards. There we go. Oh, wow. And it's the Queen of Swords. I cannot make this up. Seriously, guys. Even though it's not a wintry scene. Actually, it is a wintry scene because there's snow in the background. Wow. That is insane. I feel like I just hit a double, like a 21 on blackjack. I cannot make this up. Like, come on, for real. I got the Queen of Swords again. And look, I'm going to just show it to you because literally says Queen of Swords. And we got the spider here. Oh, she's so beautiful. Look, the artwork, even if you don't understand the Native American Tarot, the artwork in it is stunning, stunningly beautiful. But I have deep feels for this deck. Just watch my walkthrough. I may even post the link for it below. Just have to watch my walkthrough to get why I'm so in love with this deck. But that just blows my mind that I drew the Queen of Swords. So it's like a double whammy of Queen of Swords energy this month. And that's exactly how I felt in the month of May. Was this, like, even this kind of like, why do I have to be the mom all the time? Why do I have to be the bad guy? And that's how I felt. And with work, with doctors, with my kids, with my husband, with in-laws, there has been those moments throughout this whole month. So it's quite fitting that I would get the Queen of Swords yet again. And it's funny because I never really pull any cards, like additional whatever the card is for the month. I haven't been all year pulling additional cards for that card from other decks to show you how pretty they are. I did this time. And then, of course, I grab it from this deck as well. That's quite fitting. Crazy. So let me read the Native American book. It is a Low Scare Barrel Tarot, but it does give, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, there's a little blurb in here on the image of the Queen of Swords. I can't believe I pulled that again. That's crazy. When I feel like, when I'm on the right wavelength or listening, the Queen of Swords energy, of course, ancestor stuff, it just keeps returning to me. So that's quite interesting. So the swords, Queen of Swords, spider. The spider woman, oh, she's a spider woman, so she's like the spider whisperer. The spider woman, creator of the earth, weaves blankets with liana and willow branches, helped by the toad, whose croaking attracts the rain and presides over purification by means of water. Ooh, there's a purification happening here, which I find quite interesting. I'm looking for the toad, though. I don't see the toad. Maybe there's one in the distance there. I find that fascinating. There's this purity happening. Queen of Swords, the spider woman, creator of the earth, weaves baskets with liana and willow branches, helped by the toad, whose croaking attracts the rain and presides over purification by means of water. Wow. Stunning. I love that. And again, it just brings home the all the dreams I had previous to this with water and purifying it. And, oh, that just gave me chills. I've talked about those dreams, but I think those were a message for me, letting me know 2020 was coming. Because I had all those dreams in 2019. So that's interesting. But let me show you some other cards that are pretty, that are Queen of Swords. So first we have the Tarot of the Witch's Garden, and isn't she freaking stunning? Like, I'm digging the blue in this, and the sky, oh, it's just stunning. And you can see winter is coming, or on its way. The last leaves of fall are blowing away. I actually like this because it's not, I mean, there's some, it looks like stuff's dying, but it's not dead yet. Winter has not yet come. And I love this blue in here. Then we have the, this is my new linen version of the Stretch Tarot. I've always loved this queen. The keyword is perception. And it's weird because I just told somebody today, every single time I pull this card from this deck, it's always usually a mediumistic read, and it, to me, always indicates suicide for some reason. But I still think this card is stunning. She's got wings. Stunning. Stunning. And then we have, of course, my Light Seers. This is probably my favorite Queen of Swords. She does have her heart in a cage down there, but again, I don't see the Queen of Swords as being heartless. Just kind of misunderstood. And she's kind of had to put her heart on lockdown because of all the crap she's been through. And you know what? I should pull that other card out here. I am going to pull it out here just a second. So we also have the Super Lunaris Tarot. I love, this is probably my second favorite Queen of Swords. She is stunning. And then we have Unfolding Path Tarot. I just think the colors in that are gorgeous. And again, we have this deep dark blue with the bluebird. Beautiful. From my Oak, Ash, and Thorn. I love the butterflies in this. Stunning. And then the Smoke, Ash, and Embers. Stunning. Dragon lady with her little crown. And then the birdies down here. Just gorgeous. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, last but not least, we have, from my Triumph Della Luna Illustrated Pips Edition from Patrick Valenza. Now, I've had the Paradoxical Rose version forever. Did not realize how bad she looked in this, but this card depicts it very well. And in my mind, it's not that she's cold and heartless. She's endured so much pain. Look at the tragedy, the sheer tragedy of this card. The blood dripping off the sword. Her dress is ripped and shredded in places. Her hair is a nightmare. She's still wearing her crown. She's leaving behind huge flames of just agony and craziness. And her other sword is dragging the ground. So you really get the sense that she is in self-protect mode with her heart at this point, which is one of the reasons I absolutely love this. She's in deep contemplation. It looks like here she's still got her katana or her sword, whatever you call it, but her heart's in it. I mean, from this to this, I would much rather be here. But you can tell, even here, she's been through some crap. She's been through something so traumatizing and significant that probably only something a mother could go through, honestly. This tragedy is clearly only something a mother would experience, in my opinion. Because there's nothing on this earth, to me, that would make me this tragic unless it's a loss of my child or something happening with one of my children. And so to me, that's where I go here. That's one of the reasons she's had to self-protect and lock up her heart, because she's been hurt so many times that she can't take any more heartbreak. And I love it. I love it. I love this Queen of Swords where it's showing the truth. It's showing the real. Like, yeah, she's been through some crap. So that's why she's in self-protect mode. That's why she's got her heart locked up. If she sounds a little bitter and angry, so be it. She's earned it. That's what I see in the Queen of Swords. And that is my card of the month. And the fact, I'm still reeling over the fact that I literally pulled it from a second deck just here with you guys. Anyway, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more, please subscribe. Don't forget to hit that notification button so you're alerted to any future videos. And let me know in the comments below what y'all thought of this video, what you thought of the card, what you think of the Queen of Swords. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Just let me know. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.